Did I freeze? Is that weird? Did my countdown just freeze or was that just me? How's it going, everybody? This is B. Welcome to the next level. Hope you guys are doing well today. It is Thursday and it is pre-nod day. There is a big old show happening right after this. Super Game Room Dudes is doing the big AtGames National Owners Day Autumn show, and it's the official show, but this is a pre-show, if you will. This is my regular time, my next level show where I bring you next level community things, guests, and I don't know what happened to my countdown. I was listening to it and it just kind of stuck and it got paused for a second, but you can hear me loud and clear. Thanks so much. I hope you guys like that intro, but what's going on? Bill writes here, when the intro music comes on, you know it's time for the next level. Appreciate you being here. Shoeshine is here as well. Your average gamer, what's going on, man? Appreciate you being in the house. Papa Brad Gaming, I know you've been all week hunkering down, but I appreciate you joining these streams and showing us that you are still alive and kicking, because you aren't responding to many other messages. But if there's a live stream, you better bet Papa Brad's game is going to be there. So thank you so much for being here. Eric Baines, thank you all for joining in today. Rainwater Games is here, the biggest AtGames fan in the world. I'm sure he has some opinions about what we're talking about today, which is going over the National Owners Day Autumn NOTA deals. There's so many of them. There's 35 deals that AtGames has published and is ready to reveal. And they've already revealed it. It's starting 9 a.m. Pacific tomorrow through next Monday, I believe. You can start purchasing any of the goodies on their store. But with great deals comes great responsibility, because there's so much to look at, so many deals to kind of break down the percentages and to know, is this a really good deal? Am I getting the best value out of this? And I can say, just by looking at the AtGames listings, that some of them are using some of that classic marketing sales technique where you may be thinking you're getting a good deal from the percentages, but you have to get into the fine print to figure out what it is that you're getting. So that's what we're going to be doing so far today. And to help me out with this, we're going to bring in another guest here. The first time he's actually been on the show. He's almost like, I don't know, another Michael B. He ends up on all these different shows and streams now, and he's been inviting a lot of guests. I call him the Jerry Springer of the retro arcade community, Mr. UAG. What's going on, brother?
What an introduction. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm the Jerry Springer.
I'm the a lot of Donahue. Yeah.
Hey, listen, it happens. You come to air out your grievances.
No stranger to controversy or having guests on your show, but check out Your Average Gamer. He's been doing content creation for a good while now, man. And like, I remember when you were first starting, putting together these videos, and the quality of your streams, I can say has you've upped your game. Your camera quality is looking good. How's the journey been for you, like making this content for the community?
It's been a challenge, you start off not knowing anything and you work your way through it. And I could tell I've gotten better. I've gotten feedback from a bunch of people. So it's been cool. I love the journey, and I love the community. So
I'm seeing that you're finding your voice more, which is, I think early on, it's hard to find your niche, to find where people value your opinion as compared to folks that have been a little bit more established. And as you do that, there are times where I see your opinion and your view, but I see your view most of the time following the general trend of the crowd. You speak for the people for the most part. I think you are like in a lot of places where you gather sentiment and explain that. So I feel like that's your voice now. It's like you've become the general voice of the people, for the majority. There are the dissenters. I've never seen you have like the strong, like crazy against the grain opinion. Do you feel like you've ever had that moment where you're like, I'm making a stand. This is my opinion about a product. This is what it is. Like, have you ever had that moment about something?
So let's say, like, a lot of the people that watch me tend to be ad game fans, right?
Hmm.
And that's cool.
Hmm.
I like them all.
Yeah.
But I will say this: a lot of people kind of gave me some beef when I told them that Gamer Pro controller was not it. I
Hmm.
I I wish I never purchased it, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
But every company, they have their hits and miss, and I think ad games need to stay with the Legends line and not dabble in some of the other things.
Cool. Oh, that's nice. That's a hot take. Somebody was saying that they are loving your Ryu shirt, but look, I'm also representing. I saw you just finished a stream right now with Mad Dad's doing Big
Yep.
Blue. Any quick thoughts on Big Blue on that side of the fence on seeing it? Why
So I was
curious you?
I was on the fence, and I'm
Mhm.
sold. I'm
Are
sold.
you? You're getting
I'm
one.
sold.
You're gonna
Yeah,
get one?
yeah.
Yeah. What was the thing that made you turn to wanting to get one after being on the
Well,
fence?
having all the games, all 12 games online, well,
Hmm.
more like 15 games are all online.
Hmm.
I love that the marquee looks gorgeous.
Wait, there's
I love
15.
that
There's more than what's advertised?
because it's technically 15 because you have one game that has 3 games in it. That's the sports games, has
Oh,
tennis,
okay. Okay.
soccer, and
I see. I see.
basketball. So
I see.
if you boil it down to that, so you know what I'm saying.
Kuma Rev. Check out Akuma Rev's live stream yesterday where he did a full unboxing, the most boring ass unboxing show ever, but he is way entertaining.
Entertaining.
I don't think you'll find a more entertaining host unboxing cardboard and putting things together with his lovely wife, Mrs. Rev, who was dressed up as a lovely Ken, the best looking Ken I've ever seen in the Street Fighter universe. So kudos to you, and check out Mad Dad's gaming channel and UAG that did a streaming of Big Blue. I'm gonna do mine next week because I backed the wrong horse. I canceled my A1 up order and waited for GameStop, and we know how reliable GameStop is, so it's coming. It's coming for those that might be waiting for my turn.
I was talking to Mad Dad's like this. I know B is upset because he had the arcade one up order.
They said nothing. There was no confirmation or anything that literally. I bet the
Nope,
next
it just
hour
showed up.
afterwards, I would have gotten it, and then I
It
know.
just it just showed up. He
But
had
then
no kind of confirmation. The
it
money's
just
not
showed
even out
up.
of his account yet.
I know. Oh, and I prepaid for it too. I should have. See, I used to like our ordering direct from Arcade One Up because I thought their distribution would be in SoCal because their warehouse Carson is literally the next city from me. So that's how I got outrun so fast. But now their shipping center is Minnesota. It's
Hmm.
like, so it's kind of going to Midwest folks and other folks first before it hits back over to California, which is really strange to me. But I digress. Big Blue topic is something I want to get into, which is where I'm wearing my Ryu shirt. I'm really excited for that. But we're talking AtGames. We're talking National Owners Day. And again, we're going to break down the deals for the rest of the show. And this is the way we're going to do it. So I created, if people are looking at the chat or look at the description of this video, if you want to follow along, I use a website called TierMaker, and I grabbed all 35 of the National Owners Day. I'm just going to call it NOTA for right now. The NOTA deals 1 through 35, every single one, and we're going to rank them between these 5 categories. From amazing deal, which means it's amazing red hot deal that you want to get. It's on fire. Is it a great value, which means like, it's not a must buy, but it's still a great value, decent value, low value, and then absolutely trash. So have you ever done a tier list like this for anything?
Internally, but
Yeah.
never like this. And when you sent me this over, I was like, this is cool. This is cool.
So we're gonna play around with this and describe every single deal and just give you my raw opinion and then UOG's as well, and see if we can get through this list in the next 40 minutes, because we want to kick everybody over to the Super Game Room dudes for the big kickoff show that's happening in about 50 minutes or so. So you tried this and it was fun. And if you are doing it, check the link in description. So the first 5 people that complete the tier list and email it to me at kongsrusarcade at gmail.com, I have some lovely ArcadeNet monthly subscriptions to give away. So the first 5 folks that do that and email me just for a little participation to follow along, you can put into chat once I pull up the deal. You can let me know, is it amazing deal, great value, decent value, low value, or trash deal? And we can go from there. But I had a pre-poll that I put up there. UAG, were you able to see the pre-poll survey results?
Yep, we got 30 so far, and let's see.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
it disappeared on me.
Oh, it disappeared? Oh,
Yeah,
I think it said something like 67% were saying yes. So I'm still learning the poll system, but you saw about 30 people responded?
30 people responded. So when
Yeah.
the results come, it'll show me on here.
Okay. Well, cool. Well, thank you for filling that out. And again, get into that tier list. See if you can do that. Sometimes you call Nick the tier maker because he makes you cry. You guys have a little bit of a interesting dynamic between you two, but that's what makes good show. So send Jeff a link. Jeff, I know you want to get on the show, but we're gonna try to keep this moving pretty quickly. And don't want any of the Jerry Springerness going. But let's get into the first deal here. We have them in order. So the first deal, I'm going to switch over here, is the Legends Pinball Plus 127 tables not a deal, which is valued at $1,000. It's $800 in promotion. So what this comes with is the base ALP, which is retail $599. The retail version of the arcade panel is $200, and the retail version of all 4 packs is $200. Hence the $1,000 deal. Shipping is now $120. So this is something that you probably need to factor into any of these deals that isn't stated up front. And the shipping cost has changed. Before, this used to be, I think it was 100 just for the ALP. I guess the extra 20 is for the control panel. But knowing that it's $200 off, you're essentially getting the pinball control panel for $100 and then the packs for $100. So it's just a bundle. I mean, what do you feel about this deal?
I think it's not an amazing deal, but it is good value because I do think you need to have that control panel to have the full experience.
Exactly. So I agree because that basic model is going to be good for the majority of people that don't want to tinker and just get going. This one is the next set for those that want to take your pinball to the next level. And AtGames is great about selling promise and potential, because the Vibs board, which I've been in love with, is the one that lets you change that backlash into a secondary screen so you can add PC pinball. And so this is that pinball promotion that adds Vibs into here along with the Zac packs and the ALP. But I'm surprised they didn't do like a 3-thing bundle with this plus the arcade panel. So in both of these deals, this one, it's $750. But I would still recommend getting the arcade control panel with this too. So this one is, out of the two, I don't know, like they're kind of for 2 different markets. One that just wants to play alone, and one for like the modder market. Like, any thoughts on that?
Again, I agree with you. Like, if I would get this, I would still get the control panel. We're looking at another $100 or so. So yeah. I think this is, again, great value. It's not breaking news, but it's a must-have.
And again, a lot of these things are sold individually as well. So if you're looking at jumping in at the first point, some of these bundle deals will probably be better because you may save a little bit on shipping. So I think these are still great values just because of, actually, this Vibs board, I'm actually not going to put that as a great value. I think this is a decent value because the savings on the Vibs isn't still as high. The other thing that's really weird about this is all the deals include a $20 ArcadeNet subscription with it. And some of them are a little bit tricky in terms of the price points that they're putting it at here. So it's showing here at $870 total full price. So again, $600 for the ALP, $200 for this, and then $50 for the Vibs, and then $20 for this. So they're actually calculating all 4 of these things into the free price and not actually giving you like a free thing. It's kind of just discounted in total for all this. So that's part of the wording that you really have to look at, and how they're calculating the full price versus, bumping that up to another higher price.
Which I don't like, because not everybody wants ArcadeNet.
Yeah.
It's kind of force feeding that on people. So you're including that in the pricing. That's like Best Buy telling you, oh, this thing is on sale, but they, mark it up at the regular price. Yeah. So it inflates the fake sale.
Exactly. And so if you're looking at this value at $750, this is base ALP, $100 Zac pack, and then paying $50 for Vibs, and then you get free ArcadeNet. So I mean, it's still a decent value, but I don't know, there's just not enough marked off on Vibs for me. And yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of in between the two.
We differ a little. I put it on great because I still think it's, if you want a great experience, you're going to need all those, and to have that kind of savings.
That's true. All right, I'm letting you sway my opinion. I said this was going to be my opinion, UAG, but this is why having a second here is just fun to chat with. And if there's any comments in the chat, you guys can also let me know if you think it's an amazing, great value too. Curious if the chat has anything here. Rainwater is definitely saying you don't need that ArcadeNet subscription. You've already prepaid for the next 24 months with all the free ArcadeNet that's happening across the board. All right, let's jump into our next one because we have a lot of different ones to get into. The next one is, it's the actual ALU itself. So this is the Legends Ultimate, which I never purchased a real Legends Ultimate device. So what's the retail on this? Is it $5.99 on the AtGames store
For
normally?
I think it's you can get it $4.99 at Sam's Club. So
Okay.
let's go with that.
Okay. Because I was trying to calculate what is worth $1,000 and 70 bucks. So you have the Legends Ultimate AOU. I know the Zac packs cost 200 normally.
And I
And then
think
you have
this is $50 if I'm not mistaken. The buttons
okay, the buttons. Oh, but then it also comes with a bit pixel. Also, bit pixel is normally 200 as well.
$200.
So that's 200 plus the 70. So if the pinball things plus that is the 70, this is 200. So yeah, they're valuing this at $600 right now, which again is overpriced than what you could get from Sam's at the moment. Like I think you went to the regular AtGames store and looked at the non-bundle price, the Legends Ultimate would be 600. So it's 750. I don't
Again,
know.
that shipping.
That shipping is $130. So again, that's another thing that if you ordered from Sam's, I think it would be free shipping, right? Or you can just pick it up. That's the other
Yeah.
thing. The shipping bundles also are again not included in here. For this one, it's going to be a decent value for me, just because I know you can get this at a lower price without that shipping. I'm just going to put that at a decent value for what I'm looking at.
And now you're swaying me because I had it as a great value, but when you break it down and look at those things, you're like,
That's the problem. You got to break it down because you got to know what you're getting. And if you can see here, I'm going to zoom in because if you look at these versions, they were also selling kind of the percentage saved off of everything. Because this one you're saving 20% off. I know it's hard to see. And this one you're saving 13.8% off. And then this one you're saving almost 30% off because it's just doing the percentages of what you're saving. So it's a little bit tricky. I definitely encourage if you're thinking about any of these deals to get in there and read the fine print about kind of how much you're saving off of stuff versus what retail is. And that's what this whole stream is about, just try to break it down a little bit more. All right. Shouldn't they at least do better than the deals at Sam's Clubs? But these guys are also doing direct to consumer, right? So they're not the shipping company where this is why they have to charge those freight fees. They can't do what the big box stores are kind of in the same boat with Arcade One Up charging for shipping for all their products. So it is a little bit disappointing that the shipping costs are all there, but I guess they have to stick with what the retail is for their own pricing model.
But there's other factors in there, like there's products that are not going to be sold in Sam's Club, like the
bit pixel,
big
the
pistol.
extra like little pinball thingy.
Yeah.
That is true. All right, so let's move on to number 4, which is the ALU Mini. So this is the new design Mini that I guess this is the first time it's available. Am I not wrong? Because the Tetris one was available
No,
before.
it was available for a little bit of time, and
Okay.
then they pulled it.
Oh, okay, got it. So, I mean, here it is again, this version, not the Tetris one, at $450, coming with, again, pinball tables because it has the buttons on the side and your arcade net. So this is $450 total. Again, the most of the value that you're getting is on the software and not actually on the hardware. I think that's the other thing to think about. So it's almost like the AOU Mini is 300, right? That's the regular price.
Well, the regular price is 400, so
Is
you're
it?
getting
Okay.
all the pinball tables, and then that bootleg $20 a month thing. You're getting it for $50. That's a
Okay.
great value for me.
Okay, look, so it's doing the Mini, it's doing the Zac 1 through 4, it's giving the Taito tables 1 and 2, and then also Arcade Net month. So this one actually does Taito as well as the 4 Zac pack. So that's where the 50 plus 20 plus 200.
That's
So
at
this is
113 tables.
got it. So this is $400 normally retail, and then so you're paying that plus $50 for all that stuff. So okay, I can see that. But again, the value is coming on the bundled accessories. It's like the extra games that you would be getting instead of paying full price for. And I mean, this is the best time to buy bundles. Anyways, if you had been missing out on any of the Zac packs, you definitely wait to one of these sales. I actually didn't even get the Zac packs during NOD the first time around. I had waited for that 33% off sale where they were $33 instead of $25 to get them, and I purchased them there. So they I think will always have these eventual sales to get these packs if you missed them. So for all the new people coming in, that's where the value is. All right, so I'm going to put this one at 450 off. I still think this is a decent value. I don't know. For me, all right, actually, I'm going to put it as a great value. For somebody that wants the Mini, I think it's actually a pretty good value. Just to see 450 is what you would pay for it, and then Well, actually, no. The nod pricing for the mini though was cheaper, right? Wasn't it? That's what that wasn't the
That was
nod pricing.
it was $300.
It was 300. So if you were
Yeah.
just doing this alone, it would be 300. So you're paying 250 or 150 extra for all the little extra pieces of it. Now I'm talking myself out of this. I didn't pre-prep, by the way, for folks that are watching this. It's not like I'd already pre-prepped knowing where everything was going to go. I wanted to kind of talk through where I think these would go live on stream. So yeah, that's interesting. So it'd be like 150 for all the title packs and everything here. Yeah, knowing that what this was sold for before or not, this is going to be back to a decent value for me. I'm not seeing kind of that value there, just kind of in my opinion for that. All right, the next one that I have on here is the Legends Core. Are there any groundbreaking things in chat that I'm missing? If you don't already own a table and you want them, it's a great deal. If you just want the AOU Mini, it's a shit deal. This is true. Yeah, you're not seeing a lot of the standalone products that you would get. They're like a lot of these extra value things are just in that extra supply.
That's what
Right.
they've been doing though for the last couple of sales. Everything's been more of a bundle, if you notice that.
Yeah, so this is a starter kit for 52 tables, 2 Zac packs, a controller, and a Legends core. Full price is at $205, and this is a $99 promotion. I don't know how you feel about this.
I put it in trash. I'll be honest with you. And I have to tell you, the controller's garbage. Maybe if you gave me like the mini, I'd be cool with that. But with that controller, I mean, I guess it's good for somebody. It's just not for me. I don't see that. I couldn't recommend this to any of my viewers or a friend. Like if I had a friend that said, "Yo, you want it?" Like, don't do it.
And the thing is that there's an extra $28 for shipping too for the two things, and it's only half the table, so it's kind of like not the right experience that you'd want for these things too. It's actually a pretty weird bundle. You know, I would rather, you know, there's so many options for bundles. There's 35 of them, but I mean, it would have been almost better to strip down the core stuff and then have people mix and match those bundles and add them in together instead of trying to figure out if I did this one plus add this one, is it going to match up to the same thing? And like the example of that was those first two bundles, right? The actual pinball tables. If I wanted to get this $800 table, but then I wanted Vibs, I would still have to pay $45 extra to $845. So I have Vibs plus all this stuff. In this bundle, I'd have to buy a control panel for $100. So that's $850 still. So both of them are $850 if you wanted the same stuff, almost, except this one you would save $5. So it's just weird, right? Like almost piece it out a little bit more to let people get what they want versus these bundles that will be a little harder to rake out. So that's just a piece of feedback. For this one, again, with the half bundle piece of it, yeah, I'm going to have to... I don't know. I'm going to have to put low value. I don't know if it's complete trash just yet because it is the only thing that I see with a controller and a puck. It's just a low value for somebody that wanted to get something together that doesn't have it. And I have not tested these products before, but it's not trash. There are some other products that I definitely think are trash. But the next thing here is coming up is the full priced Legends Gamer Pro at $250. Is anybody buying this?
I mean, I wouldn't buy it because it's always on sale somewhere. It's always on a Facebook marketplace. It's always somewhere. I can't see it at this price.
Yeah,
I mean, I didn't even buy it for this price when it was regular. I bought what 150 was what I bought it for. I would not buy it. No way.
But if the retail price is $250 and then they're adding in the value of the $20, the only thing you're getting is $20 free. There's no sale on this one. This is a 0% off. You are still paying for a full price Legends Gamer Pro and getting a free $20 subscription. There's like 0% off this hardware. This is my first trash deal because this is something obviously that you can absolutely look at other places and get 100% cheaper. So this is definitely...
so we're 2-1 so far because I got that other you're low in the trash. That's okay.
All right. Well, and we'll compare UAG's deals afterwards too to see where we landed up with everything. But same thing with the mini deal. Again, not much off on this hardware spec. You're just getting the raw deal of the Legends Gamer and then taking off that $20, which is essentially ArcadeNet. So from a hardware standpoint, and these just recently being on sale in the last week for all the way down to $60 from Walmart and GameStop, there's just no way I can recommend any of these. So
again, we're not talking about whether the quality of this is good. We all know that the Gamer Pro, I like it.
Mhm.
It's just that it doesn't make sense at that
It's not a sale.
price.
Ralph says, throw it in the pool. You can get that value out of it. Absolutely, for sure. So what's up, Billy Wright? You cannot add more arcade nut if you wanted to. You have the maximum amount. There's a max number of months you can have.
I don't know. I
What's
mean, I'm pretty out there, so I have no clue.
Sushine's glad that he bought the Walmart Mini before seeing the deals. I know $60 was a good, I mean, over half price
That
deal.
was a
And
great deal.
that was a great deal.
That's a great deal.
That's an
That would
amazing
have been
hot
an
deal.
amazing deal.
That's an amazing hot deal. You got to get on that. So the Minter was definitely trash at this level because there's no deal there. Okay, so the next one that we're going into is the Core, another one that's just hardware based. That all you're getting is just a 20. Anything that's just the bonus standard. And again, to your point, the practice of adding in ArcadeNet as the bonus of the sale, I would have really liked for them to not include the price of ArcadeNet
Yes.
in this full pricing because if
Give it to us for free. If you want to give it to us, give it to us for free. Don't
yeah,
include it in the pricing, and
yeah.
still give us the savings.
And this is an example of the fine print that they say this for all the different ones here. And this is what kind of got me confused when I first read this because it says full price $90, which is we know $70 for the puck, $20 for this, correct? So that's the bundle deal at 90. And it says shipping is 15. Purchase the Nod promotional price at $70 for the bundle and receive 1 month of ArcadeNet 20 value gift code. So this is the way it's worded, makes it seem like I'm paying this for the bundle and I receive another additional month. But I've confirmed that that's not the case. So the wording is a little bit off. Don't read it word for word like that, like I did. You're only getting 1 month of ArcadeNet subscription. But the thing that's throwing you off is because they're including the full price bundle in this. It would have been great for me to say, like, you know, it's $70 only and you're getting 1 month of ArcadeNet, or here's the price off the original retail. It's kind of
Or
confusing.
even this would, I'll be able to swallow it better if you told me that the shipping was free. Like, and plus you got to pay $15 shipping.
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah, and then you're adding that in $15 shipping for this one. But the Legends Core is a $15 ship. But what is? Oh, I guess we're not getting to the Core Max yet. That's a little bit later on. All right, so 9. We'll go in order. This, the arcade control panel, number 9, Nod Deal A. This is a must buy. So for those that have a Legends pinball machine, this is the only time you should be buying this product is when it is at this price point. The number one complaint everybody has is that $200 retail is way too much for a controller and a trackball, but the usability beyond the arcade features, the UI experience is that much better. So I see you pointing up. Is this something that's high on your list?
Look, where you go amazing, put it above that level.
This is my first amazing deal for sure. So at 54.5% off that they're saying,
you would be stupid not getting this. Yes. I have to say that.
If you have a Legends pinball device, this is a must absolute upgrade device. It's 100% makes the UI experience. If you thought it was booty, the UI experience, this actually makes it somewhat decent because you can press A to select and you press B to cancel for most things. So
yes,
amazing deal. Buy it. Amazing deal. First one. Thank you to AtGames for not having any deals on most of the good stuff this year. They're saving me money. Highest value, the pinball joystick should be up there as well. We'll talk about that. It does look cool. All right, so let's get back to our list. So our next item, I'm trying to move through because we're only half an hour. We got to get through this. Well, some of the stuff towards the end I can bundle together. The Bit Pixel. How do you feel about the Bit Pixel?
I was against it. Mm-hmm. When you have it, it's amazing. Mm-hmm. It's not necessarily a must-have, but at that $100, it's a must-buy for me.
Again, yeah, at a $100 price point, this was one of those during the last nod where I had zero idea if I was going to use it because I don't have an AOU cab, and then like I have my pinball, which I could still put into it. I just don't know how I want to mount it because I already have my Star Trek cab really nicely laid out with my topper, and it's like, where am I going to put this? I'm going to mount it on the wall behind it. But at $100, it's one of those things where finally we're getting this in the control panel. It's true discounts, 50% off hardware. I want to see hardware discounts,
and especially if you look at this from the actual manufacturer. Mm-hmm. If you go at the Pixelcade, mm-hmm. That thing is like $400 from them. So they brought the price down dramatically.
$200 retail and then $100 that you can pick up. And that's not a pre-sale price. That is the actual price where you can pick it up and they will ship it to you right now. These aren't pre-orders. These are in stock. You can get them and you'll get them to your door. So yeah, I think this is another amazing deal for a BitPixel. Has a lot of flexibility to, use it in multiple AtGames devices, and it's pretty cool. Except I still haven't set up mine, but I think it's the other amazing deal because again, 50% off hardware. That's nothing to quote at. The next one, this is a hardware piece that I'm actually really disappointed in. So Vibs, Rachel 1.0, she is at $45 off of a $70 inflated price point because it's normally $50 plus a $20 arcade net. So essentially, if I'm looking at hardware alone, I'm getting $5 off the hardware and then a free $20 arcade net subscription.
I did not remember the regular price, and thank you for telling me. So it feels like it's only $5 off.
It's $5 off the hardware side of it because when we first got it, shipping actually decreased. It's $14 now. When these first came out, they were $50 and it was $20 shipping. So people were paying $70 total for getting Vibs the first time around. And then somebody was mentioning, I think in the Discord, that it was $5 shipping for the next wave, and now it's back up to 14. So I don't know what's up with their shipping. It depends on their FedEx freight and location for stuff, but
well, they were going through UPS and I mean not the postal service. It didn't work out, so they went back to FedEx. That's why it went back up.
So this isn't a trash value because you're getting a small discount, but I mean there's this is a must-have accessory for a Legends pinball though.
It is a must-have.
It's a low value for me. It's not trash because there at least is some discount. Again, these three have zero discounts. This is a some discount. It would almost be my trash deal, but like it's just very deceiving to see it at, oh look, the I think in here it says Vibs is what 30, where is it right here? 35% off Vibs. It's like, whoa, that's a lot, but it's technically adding the value of this arcade net and then doing 35% off the total. So
I still have it as a decent because I think you have to have it. It's an incomplete system without it.
We're talking deals. $5 is not enough in terms of the value.
Again, you're swaying me.
All right, let's talk about this. Your favorite product here, the Legends gamepad.
That's below trash.
Below trash. So the retail would be $35 normally, and then adding $20 for $55 full price, and then a $30 promotion. So again, $5 off the controller price, and then adding this in. But wasn't the controller, was it on sale the first nod around?
For like, I think it went down to $20, but the shipping was, I think, the same. So I'm not sure.
So this is more than what you were paying for the first nod deal that these first came out.
Either 20 or 25. Yeah. It might be a 25. But still, it's whatever it was too much.
Rainwater Games is calling you out, saying Nick is basing his opinion on how much he likes the item, not whether actually it's a good deal or not. So it all factors into it, but value is value, right? So kind of depends. You've ran Steam on the ALU, but not on the AOP. But again, the $5 off. this is part of me, like me flip flopping now, knowing that the controller reviews have been not so great as well, and it's only being a $5 off. This would probably be in my trash deal. That's just I don't see a need for a controller like this. I've not talked about this on any of my streams about having a controller, but there's so many things you can get, or I can use so many cheaper controllers that would do a similar thing. I just don't see a good value in this at all. So it's a trash deal because it's low value, and I don't think it's needed. And I'm evaluating the product in this, and it's not a good deal. Vibs at least has some value, and it's a low value. All right, so let's move on to the next one. So we're getting into some of the, or last one before we get into the pre-orders. Oh, all right, this one also kind of makes me a little miffed. This is the Legends Connect deal, which is $90 promotional price. So it's $30 off the retail of $120. So $100 normally for Connect, and then $20 for the standard arcade. So you're getting $10 off the Legends Connect, but it's $15 shipping. You can still purchase this from DIY Retro for $100 plus like a 10% code that he has regularly for stuff, and still get it at this promotional price. Yes, you're getting this arcade net, but there's just not enough value in this hardware deal for this compared to even like the Puck, which is, I think, cheaper, but it does more, right? A Legends Connect is good from a gut standpoint, but you also need a lot of extra components to get this working, the harness and things like this alone. I would have liked to see this be bundled with the harness and other stuff. And I don't know if AtGames actually does that extra stuff because they partner with DIY Retro or not, but this alone isn't enough for me. This is trash for me, honestly.
Agreed.
Any other thoughts on the Legends Connect? It's cool what you can do with it.
I'm not a big modder like that, so I wasn't interested in the first place. I just think it's too much.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Quad play control panel reservation not deal. So this is a reservation. So these are reservations at full price. And for these reservation ones, the full price is actually just the price of the hardware alone. So this next four, the full price does not include what you
No.
will see here, this value.
Well, I was told that this is 150.
It is.
Oh,
The promotional price is 150.
yeah.
So this is the reservation cost. So you have to pay
Mm,
$50 now. The total cost of it is $150. So you pay $100 later. The retail price will be $100.
mhm.
Shipping is $35. But you also get this $20
Oh
value.
yeah, you need that.
The $20 value, but that $20 value is not included in the full price for this one. So this is where it got confusing for me because other bundles said
Everything
here's
else
the
had that.
hardware plus the $20. This full price value is just what this would retail at. But I like that these hardware control panels, and maybe it's just the overinflation of the retail price that makes us want it at this half price, but it's 50% off hardware and it's a new product. So 50% off hardware is really good for me. So I would say 50% off that for me is, I'm going to put that as a great value for me. Just, I don't know amazing deal yet. It's actually a really good deal. 50% off 300 from a buyer standpoint. If you're going to, but it's still a control panel.
So this is my thought process.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a good deal, but you're
But
only getting the control panel. You're not. It's not a standalone unit. You're not getting a lot of value there. I think you have to have a 2.0. I mean, again, it's cool to have 4 players, but to me, it went to decent because I
it,
like the pricing, but not. I don't see the value.
so you're flip-flopping whether the product is going to be good versus the value for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I kind of see what you're putting it there. But for me, yeah, it's not amazing like must have, but I
Mhm.
still think it's great value. It's 50% off hardware. And again, there's not a lot of deals on here that are showing value off the hardware itself. And so if this is a price, if you were interested in this is the time to get it. It won't be
Yeah.
cheaper than this.
If you want to play 4 player games,
Mhm.
if that's your thing,
Yeah.
then I would say it's a must.
Yeah,
For
50% off
me,
$300 is a good deal. Depends if you thought 300 was a fair price to start with. And they're setting the retail price on these things. And between the actual ALP controller, the control panel being $200, people thought 100 was a sweet spot for it, but we can't change what we want the retail to be, right?
mhm.
So yeah, I'm gonna say great value just because of what they let the retail value. So this was the interesting one, the HV. So this is just a smaller version of the bit pixel that fits the stock Legends pinball, which would be $300 total, but would be at a promotional price of $100. So this is the same as the bit pixel,
I
right?
give it. I give it a great. I,
You gave
I,
it a great value.
I give it a great.
Yeah, interesting. Okay. So BitPixel HV, which stands for High Vision, is a $50 non-refundable deposit, $25 shipping, $20 gift value. Yeah, it's only $100. And if this retail is 300, this is actually
66% off,
it's
right?
66% off. That's actually a lot better than I would thought. I don't know if it's a must-have. I put the BitPixel as an amazing value though. So I don't know. I might have to, it's a smaller screen though. I might have to put this up here for now just because of the value. It's an amazing deal. 66% off hardware. If they're really truly saying it's $300, I'm just gonna put that there for now because if I put the big pixel at $100 for here, I feel like I'd have to put it here as well because this is valued more. The bit pixel big one is only 200. I wonder why the retail of this is 300 versus 200. Maybe this is just
Well,
smart marketing on their part.
or maybe it's because the components of it is higher now. Maybe
Really?
they already had
Oh,
the big pixel
okay.
already made already.
And like maybe there's mounting hardware on here too. I
There
don't
is
know.
mounting hardware
Is
because
there?
you have to have it so it
Easy to
won't fall
install
onto the
active
screen.
marquee that connects via USB, displays both static and animated marquees, and then product features, family LED,
They don't
fresh
have the
quality.
details on that as of yet, but
All right.
they're gonna have
They
some
have to
kind
have
of.
some sort of mounting structure for I guess the easiest folks that haven't modded and don't want to mod their pinball. They should have made this a replacement for the actual marquee though, instead of having it set on the top. I think from an application standpoint, this looks terrible. It's
Mhm.
but we'll see. But from a pure value deal standpoint, and I can only go off what the deal is: $300 retail, which I don't agree with, but it's $100, 67% off. Amazing deal. If you were interested in it and you wanted it, look at it because of the price point there. And again, it could be inflated there. I don't know. I put the bit pixel here. I have to put that there. Otherwise, I can't say otherwise. Otherwise, I'd be off myself on my own reasoning. Okay, so we're getting into some more of the hardware, and then I think we'll be pretty quick on the software side of things because
Yeah.
they're all very similar. This was one of the ones that a lot of people didn't know what it was going to be. The Bit LCD, the dynamic LCD screen, which would fit an AOU. $350 is the retail. We're going to get it for $250 during NOD with the $50 refund or non-refundable deposit. Thoughts on this?
I give it an amazing deal. And the reason why I do that is because if you ever try to price this to like, like an AliExpress, it's expensive as hell.
For the size and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is coming out in May 2022. The value of the arcade net, we know that's just a throw in. But yeah, it doesn't even have the specs on here. But LCD marquee compatible with most Legends arcade family products. Controlling
And I
port micro
confirmed that
SD.
you can use it with the pinball, so you'll have the same issue that you had with the other one, where it's going to be a little bit bigger, but it's still sexy.
But if you already modded it, it would fit, right? It would fit
Yeah.
your Bobby Blue back box. Yeah. Okay. And the 350, again, only $100 off the full price of it. But knowing what the real retail of this was the $600, I think when I was asked last week during Super Game Room Dudes, when I was on, like what I would pay for an accessory like this, I was like sub 200 is kind of what I would do. But I'm like, it's only $50 more than my price point. Like if it was 300, it would be like a hard no. At 250 for me, I don't know. I think I still personally don't know if it's still really high for an LCD marquee for me. For me, it's not an amazing deal. I think it's still a great value because I think it's still one of those things that's a DIY project that's going to be really hard. All of these things are DIY projects, but $100 off 350 and it's still very pricey. 250 for our, and I know the retail price of the legit one, but I still think it's not like a must buy. Like these, I feel like it's $100 for each of these, and it's great hardware which you can utilize. I'm thinking like from a price point standpoint and a functionality. If you want to throw away $100 on something, these are great investments which you can use for mods and other things too. At 250, it's still pretty pricey for me, so I'm gonna say great value, not an amazing deal. All right, we're getting into some of the last couple of things. The Core Max. The thing about this that kills me, it's $50 reservation, 150 price point at $100 total, is the $25 shipping.
That's half the savings.
$25 to ship a puck, a bigger puck. The like what? How it's maybe like 15% bigger than the regular size puck. It has have the hardware of the Legends pinball machine. It's more powerful, but I think the Legends puck was only $15. So is it? You just have to count. This is one of those where I had to calculate shipping into the overall savings of it, because again, $100 promotional price.
You're saving $50, and out of that 50, you're giving it back to shipping.
Yeah,
out of 25 of that.
And this is the retail price being $150 because the puck is $70 alone. So this is over like 200% more expensive than the regular puck. And the differences we know so far are the better chipset and the increased memory, so that you can run, example, pinball, instead of at someone at 720, 30 frames per second, you're running everything at full 60 frames per second at 1080p. So that's the difference from a hardware perspective. But is it worth $200, like 200% more than the regular core if you were interested in a product like this? I don't know. I'm on the fence with this one. I think this one is going to be, it still is money off hardware. Shipping kind of kills it. I'm just going to put it at a decent value. I don't know. It's decent or low. It'd be kind of one of these two. Kind of like flip-flopping.
I don't want to sway you.
You don't want to sway me.
I don't want to sway you.
I'm going to stick with my first one, because I think from a hardware standpoint, if you're a hardware enthusiast, again, what can you get that's value out of $100? A Core Max, you could still do a lot with it. So, but it's not a great value. I still think there's value in it for being a new product that I give them kudos for, and they have to launch some. I'm going to say decent. Where did you put it?
I put it low.
You put it low? All right. And we can
and the only reason is because I think that there's some missed opportunities there. I don't see the need for it, and at that price.
200% more fun? Yeah, if you can measure that. How can you measure fun, Rainwar? I'm really curious. You miss pulling the price on a price tag on Toys R Us cores and bring it to the cage for games. Oh yeah. I wonder if there's other places that do that. You could do that at Costco. you might have get the LCD and move your current big pixel to your ALP. Just hang it behind your ALP. There's a lot of mounting options, but the way they had it, I didn't really like it that much. You can see his mod brain thinking the parts for amazing for the deal. The pinball with the joystick and all the tables are the best deal for a new person to play Legends pinball. Again, and anybody 60.39% better. It's all subjective. All of this is just kind of my opinion and UAG's influence and everybody in the chat. And hopefully you guys are making your own tier list and going through this yourself and valuing this, because now we are at finally the software deals. So we've covered the hardware deals, the bundle deals. The rest of everything else is pretty much digital coupons and codes that AtGames really can control their pricing model for this and set sales up fairly often for these too. It's not just waiting for Nod. These have gone on sale several times, not just during Nod. So, I mean, the first one, when you bought it back in Nod for these Icaria packs, did you buy the full 1 through 5 bundle or did you buy the
They
mini
didn't
version?
have the 1 through 5. They only had the 1 through 4, so it was $100.
Oh, okay. So they only had it at that price point. So this is now doing a full pack of 4 pinball tables. The 1 through 4s are $50 each. The 5 is another $50 each. So, and then they're adding the arcade net. So this is $270 worth of stuff that you're getting for $125.
Now that I've seen that, because I didn't know that it had the 5, I think it's a great value. Because if you really got to wait for it, because they don't give discounts on
5.
On 5. They don't.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that because the 5 value, to your point, is not as discounted as this. So if you get all 5 value packs, this puts almost like $25 per pack, right? Plus you get free arcade net. From a software standpoint, if you haven't bought anything yet and you've been waiting to get into the Zac packs, yeah, I think this deal is going to be a great value for me. So great value for me for software. Could it be an amazing deal if you're looking for extra stuff? This would be the time to buy it, and getting the packs would be the time to get it. So I think it would be between these two for me. And I may go back to it after looking out of the software deals. This might be the best software deal package, which might bump it to amazing deal for me. But we'll see. Let's check out everything else. All right, the next 4 are actually the individual volumes. All right, so you can bet the individual volumes 19, 20, 21, 22. This is volume 1 through 4, which is $50 retail plus a $20 arcade net subscription for $25. So this is now if you want to buy them individually if you missed them. Again, 50% off software. Again, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna say these are decent deals because we can get these at most points in time. So I'm gonna put all 4 of these at my decent deals. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. And now let's go back to volume 5. Okay. So here's the interesting one. You would have thought that you were just mentioning the deluxe tables would be individually packaged at that 50% off, but no, it's only 45.
It's $5.
It's $5 off the $50 normal price point. So if you were missing the Zakaria volume 5 packs because you didn't get it before, this is not a great deal. And I was actually disappointed to see that this is only truly $5 off plus the $20 arcade net subscription. If we're thinking about a bonus value, you're only getting $5 off. All right, so for that, I don't know. It's there's some value. I think with these were the ones that I said was $5 off retail. That's kind of where I'm putting it. It's just low value.
Yeah,
they're good tables. They're fun. Yeah, but for all of these ones that I put at the low value, it's like they're good tables, but it was only $5 off. Deceptively 35% off. Not really, because you added the arcade net there. So what's up, Mike Ski Mask? What's going on? Keon says, screw these deals. Get the codes out for people that paid. What the hell is early access when the code for Tie 2 tables were not sent to you directly after you buy them? Customer service is BS. There's been like a handful of people that have had issues, but there's some people that have gotten them. I've seen a lot of people that did get them. So I'm not sure exactly what the issue was, but hopefully you can get them. And I know they're having some issues with their New York folks. First, let me ask you, are you're in New York? Did anything happen with the weathers and the storms? Are you okay completely?
You're talking about not me, because I'm
No?
I'm in Charlotte, baby.
Oh, you're in Charlotte? I thought
But
you
I
were in New
did
York.
have a
You always
bunch
have New
of
York
rain
stuff.
because I'm
You
a
did.
New Yorker, baby.
Oh, you're a New Yorker,
born
but
and
you're also in
raised.
Charlotte now?
Yeah.
Okay, I see. I always had it that you were up there in representing, but now you're in Charlotte now. Good to know. Good to know. All right, so those are the Zac Pack deals. The last couple ones, because we have 10 minutes left and everybody's going to jump on over to the Super Game Room dudes, is now these were the ALP deals. Now it's the same bundles, but for the non-AOPs. Is that right? Is that what I'm
Yeah.
missing?
Yeah.
Okay. So this next one is non-AOP with Zach packs 1 through 4.
And a controller.
And a controller. Oh, okay. This is interesting. I didn't see that. So these are like bundled way lower. So this is actually maybe $20 per pack, and then the legends is like that would equal it up.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, because if the controller is like 30 bucks, and then you get 80 bucks worth of tables. So it's actually, if you don't have the Legends pinball and you wanted to play these, I think you
80
could.
bucks for the games, 30 bucks for the controller.
Depends on how you feel about the controller, but
Mhm.
there's still, I think there's some decent value there for folks that still want to get it. If you're looking at a bundle deal, that's the biggest price point, that would be there. Oh, I'm interesting here. I didn't see that these next ones had controllers attached to it. So this one is
This one has one too.
this one's interesting. This is a Legends Mini, which before the pre-bundle, what was $130 just for this alone, right?
That's where the value comes in.
Yeah. So, and
You
then
know,
you get the 4 tables at the 350 bucks. Okay. So now you're essentially paying 130 bucks and then getting all this stuff. But again, the value of this, knowing it comes from other places way cheaper at 60 bucks, then you're paying, 90 bucks for all these tables. I think it still ends up being a decent deal. Like however you calculate it, getting this at a cheaper price point, or these tables, if you wanted to play pinball, for this is still going to be a decent deal. So a lot of decent deals there. All right, we're almost rounding out the corner for these last couple of ones here. Taito packs. All right, so we have Taito 1 and 2, 8 tables for folks that didn't purchase it in July and want to buy both of them. They're normally $25 each. You're only getting $5 off, plus the $20 arcade net. So the $5 value off, sneaky. It's not the full 35% off. This is the low value. I think they're good tables. I like them when I played yesterday. I know that you liked Chalk and Pop, right? That was my favorite table out of them as well. But yeah, that would be my one. Did I put the wrong one up there?
You put the Gottlieb table.
The Gottlieb ones. Yeah, these are Gottlieb. There's Taito. This one. This is the one that I wanted to put at low, decent value. No,
Put
what
low.
did I say? Low value. Low, yeah, because it's $5 off. $5 off was a low value. Okay, 26. Did I skip some? Did I skip the Gottliebs?
I think so.
No, they're down here.
They got
They're
them
down here.
there.
All right, so these, and now there's individual packs. So there's Taito 4 non-AOP for 25, and then Taito 4 pack for non-AOP NOD promo. I don't get it. What is this? What's the difference between these two? Taito value 1 non-AOP, 4 AOP versus non-AOP. Okay, got it. So non-AOP, 4 AOP, you're just getting the $25 you're getting free arcade net. There's no deal off the actual pack for these, for the Taitos at that level. So knowing that you're just getting free arcade net, and that's that's a trash deal. There's no deal. There's no value there. There's like zero, nothing. I mean, arcade net is just not enough of a good value add to that to have anything off of those packs individually. So I'm gonna put trash.
I misread that, and I put that as good. I didn't even see that. So yeah, that's really bad.
Yeah. Okay. And then we have Taito Volume 2, same non-AOP or deal, $25. Again, your best bet would have just but getting the July sale and then getting that second pack for $12.50. So that was pretty cool.
That would have been a great deal.
Yeah, if they had something like that where you can buy volume 2 and then maybe later on buy volume 1 for $12.50, or the next one for $12.50. I wonder if that carries over. Do the next ones keep being 50% off?
Yes.
If you buy them? Oh, okay, so you're getting locked into a 50% price. But at this point, these aren't much deals. You're just buying these. Like, if you didn't buy it now, you just wouldn't get the Arcade Net subscription. So again, for me, I don't know. I'm not finding the value in Arcade Net and putting it there because there's no real deal off the main product there that I'm seeing. And then the Gottlieb tables. So this is really cheap. If you've not paid any Gottlieb tables, this is $70 for non-AOU or AOU, and it's $20 for these Gottlieb tables. That's pretty high value for, getting that plus the Arcade Net subscription. That's like Arcade Net $20 and $50 free. So I actually like it. The tables are okay. I'm not talking about the actual product itself. I'm just talking about the deal value. So for me, these are decent, just looking at the price point. Again, these are all subjectives. I could be right or wrong. People could hate the tables, but from a deal perspective, $20 if you don't have it, why not? All right, we're rounding out the corner for the last three, which are the actual subscriptions to ArcadeNet themselves, 6 months or 12 months, plus a controller or a puck, which is really weird, and then BYOG. You have any strong feelings about these subscription models?
I think they're overpriced. I
Yeah.
think they're extremely overpriced. I put them in low value because there are some value there, but
Yeah.
if you gave me a better price point,
Yeah.
I think I got to be honest. I just don't think that it's a good deal.
Yeah, BYG, so funny. Yeah, these are just kind of weird products, and I never quite understood what BYOG does. $140 value
So
subscription.
that lets you leverage their servers. So like if you don't have a powerful gaming PC, you
Mhm.
can download Steam and the
Mhm.
Steam games on their server. So it's good for somebody, just not for the average person.
I think you have to have like a really unique situation to make the
Mhm.
most out of these, because even your average user wouldn't be able to set this up and know what to do. And if you are that user that can use this,
Then
you've
you
already
probably got
found
a PC.
you found alternatives to get around this. So like I like, just from the service standpoint, I don't see the value in this. From a deal standpoint, $60 off $140, that's not bad.
But who's valuing at 120? Like
We're trusting everybody else. So yeah, I would say all three of these, there's some value for whoever
yeah.
needs it, even though it could be a trash-ish product, but I'm gonna put low
I'm
value.
not. I didn't put it trash. I put it low value as
You
well.
put low value?
Yeah.
All right. So this is my final tier list. So from the top down, for me, my amazing deals for Nod A, just to sum it up, right, for folks that are just joining in, I had the arcade control panel, the Bit Pixel, and the Bit Pixel HV. These are $100 items that are over 50% off or 50% off retail hardware. So I think from a just getting it standpoint, you can find a good investment in these products. If you're a modder, can get good value in the AOP. My great values are the pinball tables themselves, the quad play, the Bit LCD, and then the bundle. Again, the bundle was the best deal out of this because that's where you can get the Zac pack for free. And I would say I'm gonna move this up to, from a soft. This is the best software deal. If you can,
Mm-hmm.
if so, from a hardware and a software amazing deal standpoint, that's got to be the best one. You always get more if you buy more, and the bundle is going to give you the best bang for your buck. So I'm just going to put that as an amazing deal to have one software, one hardware thing. And then my decent values are here, my low values are here, and my trash ones are the Gamer Pro, the Gamer Mini, the Legends Core, the Legends Deal Pad, the Connect, and then all the Taito ones that are just trash because they're not deals. They're not in terms of the value. That's what I ended up with. Let's take a look at yours. So I pulled up yours that you sent to me, and
Now
this.
there's some issues because I
Mm-hmm,
didn't read everything correctly.
mm-hmm,
So the biggest thing I think is like this Bit Pixel,
mm-hmm,
the LCD. I valued it higher, and I
mm-hmm,
valued the Mini higher than you.
mm-hmm.
But then I had the 4-player down on the decent. So it's very similar. It's
Yeah,
very similar.
very similar. Well, cool. Thanks for jumping in to chat with me today. We got a couple more minutes left to celebrate National Owners Day. I hope everybody heads on over to the Super Game Room dudes. If you didn't catch it earlier at the very beginning of the stream, I have a link to this exact same tier list maker in the description of this video. And if you want to make your own tier list, I'm going to check my email. I said the first 5 people that creates their own tier list and emails it to me, because you can save it, you can download it, share it with the community, share it with me. I see at least 2 people that have already submitted it. So I have 3 more 1-month codes to give out. So if you're waiting for a code and you need a code, got 3 more people to fill out their tier list, send it to me, and I will get you a code. Anything you want to say, UAG, before we head on out?
Hey guys, go over to Super Game Room dudes, join it, have fun,
Exactly.
enjoy it.
Sounds good, man. Thanks, UAG, for hanging out. We'll see you. Thanks for taking it to the next level. Bye, everybody.
Serena.